Alright, big night for the best backcourt in the W. Damn near 70 combined. So I'm going to go through Kate's tape first, and then Kelsey's, and then possibly Kate's assist, but we'll see. First possession, or first shot I should say. Step up. Sid, she peeks, sees it. Now she's going to open up. Milla, full sprint, she's up. Kate's going to turn the corner. And then one dribble, I'm snaking, low push, snaking across, using her as a rescreen, going right to left, and pulling three. That's a rhythm shot for her. Let's see that again. So Sid, she opens up, looks to chase over, gets clipped. Milla, she's up, ready to show. Kate reads it. I'm coming off tight. I'm push dribbling, low too. So now you beat the big. Sid, she's behind. And then as Timpson's looking to roll, slight interference on Sid for a rescreen. Now Kate's coming off. Again, right to left. It's in rhythm. Gonna push down the side. Damn, this camera angle is close. So we got early drag. Timpson, just gonna flip. Turn to a step up. Sid, she opens up. She gets caught on it though. Milla, she's low here. And now you got Kate flying off. High cross, right to left. Got the big isolated. And right here, it's that jab cross. Now she's going to go against the grain, getting downhill. And laying two. Let me see. Sid, she sees it, opens up. But she can't recover. She gets caught. And then she's forced to make a 360. Damn. And then Stevens, she's loading. Not really though, because she's loading at the elbow instead of plugging that nail. So now as Kate's turn the corner, left to right, a little hezzy, more of that jab cross, she sees the gap. Now she turns tight, Azura, she's beat, looks to swipe, can't do anything. Timpson's pushing, wow. What's she looking to do? Activate Lexi? Early backside? Pin DHO. Sloop. She sees it. Gets on her high side. Not really looking to top block though. But I think she's ready to chase over that. Now she's going to look it off. Kels. Flare. Because right here, they can get to their split. Flare. You flare her. She can even flare DHO. But no, Kate wants to rock. So right here, they're threatening a flare. Sheldon, she sees it. So she opens up. And then Kate reads it. I'm coming towards a rock. You can call under. I'm going to pocket pull from deep. Yup. She burns for that. Because she's in overreaction mode. She's detached. I got a sheet. Now she's caught on it. Kate. Easy cutback. And it's going right to left footwork. Not sure what the big is doing. But she's in a drop. Antennas are not up. Late to rotate out. And even here, as soon as she looks to switch out and Timpson looks to slip, jump pass over top. Now you can hit Timpson on the roll. Play big to big. Or just roll all the way to the rim. Push. Right down that slot. It's going to be another early drag. That's all they do. We got Billings. She's there. Kate. She's going to take it. Dejanay. She's square. But she's kind of flat-footed here. And now Kate's going to turn the corner. Can she slide? She can. Gets back in front. That's fine. Cut her off. Koulibaly lets her through. Now Kate. Alright. Drop dribble. I got to spin back. No way. Look at the separation. Because she's turning the corner with force. Dejanay, she's sliding. Gets pushed off. Now she's stuck in mud trying to fight her momentum. Kate sees it. Alright. Quick double step back. And pull three. Look at the separation made. Because even though you cut her off, she loves that double step back. And again, it's going right to left. 12 on the clock. Not sure what they're looking to get to, but Timpson, handoff. And now they're flowing into a Spain here. Because I can see Kels, opposite elbow. Milla, she doesn't peek at all. So I wonder what's going to happen. Kate's going to turn a corner. Cloud, she's opened up, looking to chase over. Milla's up. Now we got Kels. She's looking to slip at the same time. Timson's looking to roll. So you've got that and that. Two lines intersect. But it's kind of awkward because I think Kels should have just set that. Because if you set that rip on an angle, now as Milla is looking to slide and help, she would just get greeted by that. And now Case turned a corner clean. Dejanay would probably have to detach, late switch that. And then now you got Kels flying off the slip. You got Timson flying off on that roll. But I think because she looked to slip instead, she kind of runs into Timson here. So she gets cut off, kind of cuts off Timson. Kate, she still gets to her spot and floats two off glass, but I think right here, because she's trying to slip early, so is Timson, their lines kind of intersect awkwardly. Whereas, because Milla never peeks and checks her blind spot, she could get a great rip, and you can see right there. This is when she peeks. But she would be late because she's not opened up. Now you got her, she's cleaned, Cloud's behind, Dejanay late switch, you got three on the rock. Now you got that roll, you got that slip for the pop. Case got options. But she's stable at B2, hostage, little stutter on that misdirection, keep Cloud on her hip, and then just float. Who's she looking for? Kels? This must have been off that stack, or the horns. They want that horns or stack out for the wing catch, but Cloud knows it. She's going to top lock. And then Kels points, yo, hit her. Because now you hit, you get the hand back. Look at that juke. She's going towards it, nope. I'm faking back. You get the hand off. Dejanay, she bites. Now she's got a swivel, open up. She gets greeted, gets clipped. And now you've got the roll, you've got the drive. Timson gets behind, but you get to your spot. And you float two again off glass. Look at that fake. Fake out, nope. Faking back in. Williams, in a drop, in a drop, in a drop. Doesn't really want to commit to the rock because she doesn't trust Stevens on that single side. Because right here, as Kate's coming off, you've got the side of two, side of one. Stevens checks. This should be an easy read for Stevens because as she's rolling and Billings is basically replacing here, Stevens should not be concerned about her calling for the rock. She should be concerned about Timson rolling because now you catch that and that would allow Williams to help contain the rock here. But she's kind of in between. You can see it because she knows Timson's behind. She's not sure if she's got help on the backside. So she's trying to play two. Not even stabbing at the rock because she could fake and fall. Quick F&N, F&N. That little dance. But you just comfortably let Kate get to her spot. Eat up all that space and drop. And there's nothing Dejanay can do. Tied game, wow. So we got 21 on that step up. And let's see what happens. Do they red or do they square? They switch. Alright, that was nice too because Cloud, does she see it? She peeks in time because she was square here. I can see right here, she peeks, opens up. So she sees Slew escorting Kels to her, knowing that Kels is looking to slip. Now Slew is there, ready to contain the rock. And now Kate, she's looking to turn a corner, tries to drive the channel. Nope, you're cut off. But now you're going tween, right to left, step back. Tracy. Man. Slew was there too, hard playing with the right. So off that anchor, I'm going tween. And then again, it's that right to left rocker. Slew, she's there. Stuck in mud, but she's able to recover. Stick up. But look at the elevation. Kate doesn't even see her. Stick hand mirroring that shooting hand, but Way too much elevation here. Could this have been a three-man game? Maybe. Away handoff or handoff ball screen. But I think had it been a three-man action, Cloud would have probably switched onto Kate. But I can see JC. She's probably caught under, had to spin Milla. Now she's forced to help in. And all the way over. Allow JC to recover. Now you got Russell. Whoa, she's getting deep on this roll. And Kate, let's see. Push dribble. Right here. Tween. She's threatening that right to left. But I think she has a pass over top. And I'm kind of surprised she doesn't see it. Because she's looking towards the rim instead of this pass. Because she gets behind Milla here. Sloot. Looking to tag in, but it's kind of late. So I think had she just made that pass, one dribble, it's a power dribble too, she'll probably lay in the rim. Because again, this looks late. She somehow helps in on that tag. You get the swing on that spray to Lex. Cloud, because whoever's guarding Kelsey most times or hugged, she's not ready to X. So you either get the roll, if that's not there, you get the spray for the swing or the extra to Kelsey. Because you got two on a rock. But instead, Kate's kind of threatening that rocker. I'm going tween, right to left. JC, she bites on it. Uh-oh, now I give her middle. I'm getting downhill. You cut it off. I'm pushing off, creating separation, and floating two again. I think JC's in overreaction mode. And then she's going tween, quick change direction. JC somehow recovers. Kate feels it. Let me get a big push off. JC, she absorbs it somehow, stays on her feet, gets a good contest too. That's a high five. Is she chirping? Maybe she's complaining to a ref. But then Kate just does that. So she's just flying down the court. Then she's going snatch. JC, she's on her heels, gapping her. Let me just pull from deep. Tracy. And no ball screen either. You rarely see this because she's usually coming off a drag before a pull. But right here, this tells you she's in a rhythm. Comes down, snatch, I'm pulling. You got Dejanay picking her up. Quick 47 heat. I'm there. She's square. I can see she peeks. Kels. Early step up, but it's guard to guard. They switch, right? They do. And Cloud, she's there early. I'm reading up. I'm into your body. I'm chasing over. Cut you off. And then she's going to logo pull? No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. She's flying off. Cloud, I'm there. You're cut off. Pound, tween. Use your momentum against you. She's able to put the brakes on, but then she just pulls in that pocket. We're at the logo. Tween, again. Anything right to left. She could have even taken that. Because Cloud chases over. Hines is looking for a rescreen. Get you middle. But, again, that heater. Tween. I can see what's happening. It's going to be that early away for Kels. Or at least an attempt to. But everybody blows us up. Every team just top locks Kels. And now they just flow into their horns. Now entry. I'm flying off. Dejanay. Was she ready for it? Because she's backpedaling. And then she peeks. So she checks her blind spot. Sees, are we guard to guard here? Are we switching this? But she's not even taking this screen. She wants the hand back. And now you get caught under. And she makes you pay with 3. Damn. Yeah, that was a nice fake again. And she's getting really good at these fakes. Because right here, Dejanay, she's expecting her to take this flare or rip. But then, nope. I want the hand back. And then because she's opened up, she's detached, overreaction mode, not looking to chase over, gets caught under. and you're dead. And again, she's coming off right to left. Big is not up either. Williams, she has to let Dijonay through because she's looking to cheat. But I think instead of that, if you see this, you gotta jump out. Gotta jump out. And then if Kay sees it, she might cut back, look for a rescreen. Dijonay, you get caught under. Yeah, it might be bad either way because you jump out, Kay sees it. I'm dribbling back middle. Dijonay, because she's looking to go under. I don't know if she can slide back in front of Kate. Actually looking to drive right down that midline. Then you gotta trust low man. She helps in though. Who's in the corner? Oh, Timpson. She would just corner cut or hold the dunker. You gotta drop off. Yeah, it's all bad. How many different defenders have they had on her? Because remember, it was Sid. They had Cloud. They had Dijonay. Probably don't want Sloot. So this was definitely a cross match, I think. Because in this lineup, you definitely want either Cloud or Sid. And look at the top lock. Again, just giving no freedom of movement to Kels. But Kate, Hezzy, cross, heavy too. Give her that AI. Because Sloot, she's looking to slide, exposing that high right. I'm opening you up. But Stevens, look at that. Already shifted. Because Hines, she was probably at the slot. Now she's filling down to the corner. Quick exchange with Lexi. But she's got to be there in the gap. Because now once she's beat, you're there. Good plug. Because now you deter her. Sloot recovers. But Kay sees it. One dribble, drop dribble. I'm spinning, getting middle. Bump off. And then floating two. Man. She is getting really good at driving. Creating separation too. That was more of a big shoulder. And Stevens, she's trying to help. Rotates down. But she can't get in front. She's kind of caught on her side. Hines, she makes that corner cut, takes away Cloud. And if Kate was stuck here, and she doesn't leave her feet, she could easily just reverse pivot and then find Lex, because off that exchange, she kind of creeps over, and she has that line. 13-point game with 2:37 to go. That's basically game right. Not sure what's happening here. 11 on the clock. She's getting top locked. Sid is attached to Kate. Now she vacates. Kate's going to get the handoff. Sid, she's behind. Chases over. She recovers. Milla, she's there. She helps in just in case. Nope, you're good. Now I'm going to retreat. Stevens, antennas are up because Russell does get behind Milla here. Quick tag in. Kate, what happened? She's cut off. Push off, tween, and again, right to left. Impulse three. What do? Sid is there. Cuts her off. But then she's stuck in mud because she's trying to slide. Can't really get in front. On that step. She's got to hop back. And now tries to close the gap. But it's way too low. The separation. Push off, tween. Sidestep. Damn. And now moving on to Kels, because she had a 30-piece. And I think that might be 23 or 24 straight of at least 20. Which is just absurd, because that's over half the season. Who's matched up with her? Because Cloud's on the rock. Pitch. Dijonay's trying to communicate. But Dijonay, that's you, right? Now Cloud's forced to take the rock. And then you try to get back on her. You're late. You give her a run out to Kels. Right down the slot too. Push dribble. She's beat. She sees it late. Tries to open up and swivel. But she's caught high here. Can't come across Kels's body. Tries to go for a block across. But Kels, look at that. Fading too. With the offhand. That is not an easy shot. 11. Let me see. Are they in zone here? Dejanay, she's looking to recover to Kate. Sloot, she's looking to recover to Kels. Billings, it's going to set the ball screen. It's kind of awkward. Kate's got to respace here. Or this. Guard to guard. But it's not ideal because now Dejanay can just switch. But she doesn't. Wow. Let me see. Now Sloot, she tries to skinny over, but she's way too detached. Dejanay, she's not looking to switch at all. She wants to stay low. And now another step up. Nope, get out of her way. Because now you got Kels. She's turning the corner clean. She sees it. I got the angle. One dribble. I'm turning the corner tight. Push with the right. Milla, she sees it. Looks to late switch this. She does. But she can't get in her front. And then Kels. High cross right to left. I'm going right, left, off the goofy. And laying two over top. Wow. But I think right here, you got to switch this. Because even if Kate slips, let's say, Dejanay reds up, and Sloot is caught chasing over, I think you at least stop the rock if she makes a throwback to Kate. I think Sloot might be able to diverge in time, though it might be a late switch. 36-36. We got Kels pushing. Let's scan the floor. So we got Kate. She's running wide down the left channel. They're not really matched up, and you've got Raven running opposite here. Throw ahead. Just got options, especially to Raven, because you make that throw ahead, she'll drive that slot. She's getting all the way to the rim. She's behind the entire defense. Dejanay, she's the lowest, but she's looking to pick up Kate here. But instead, no throw ahead. Billings, early drag with the butt. Sloot is forced to pick her up. She sees it, tries to skinny over. But Kels, she's going push dribble, turn the corner tight, and now Bantam's forced to lay switch. She tries to, gets beat, and then lays two with the offhand again. Basically the same situation. One dribble, off the goofy, and Bantam's caught high. So we got Cloud. She's actually going to gap her, peeks. So she sees, what is it? It's going to be a ball screen from Russell. Hezzy, she's going to hang that one dribble, and then you go under on pocket pulling. Tracy, you cannot cheat against Kels. And I wonder why she's detached here. You know she's going to use that ball screen as a shield. So as soon as she sees, all right, you want to go under? I'm stopping in that pocket. Milla, for some reason, she's trying to let her through. But why would you ever go under? And why would you ever not be up? Chase over, be up, and you give the short to Russell. Let her play make. And then trust your backside help. But this, you're dead every time. Tracy. Two-man game between Kate and Timpson. But why is it Sid and Cloud? 12 on the clock. And Milla's on Kels. So there must have been some sort of three-way switch, right? Because Cloud's usually assigned to Kels, and then Sid is usually assigned to Kate. And then Milla should be on Timpson. But it's all messed up here. I'm not sure why. But now Kate's turned a corner tight. Sid sees it. So she switches back. But now Timpson, she's rolling. And I can see Cloud is looking to diverge. Because she sees late switch. Now I gotta switch. But now Kate recognizes it. Pass over top. Lead Timpson to the rim. But it's a bit high. Maybe a bit overthrown. Because now on the catch, Timpson's kind of caught in an awkward spot. Even though she does have Cloud on her now. So now she can't just go up and finish. But then Milla, what is she doing here? No way she's helping off strong corner and leaving Kelsey's body here. Come on, you give her the bounce out. She catches, doesn't even seam, and finds Tracy. Why did she help here? Because if you stay at home and deny the pass, if Timpson let's say one power dribble, tries to bump Cloud, create separation to finish. Stevens is at least rotating. Because she sees it, she rotates. You basically get off the tilt here. Because now Stevens, she's low side. Cloud, she's stuck high. But as long as you deny that pass, she's stuck right there. And then her only outlet might be Russell. If she flashes opposite dunker, big drop off. But I don't even know if that would be there. And that would kind of suck because, again, the W, there's no crack. Everybody on that weak side, they're always hugged to theirs. So if Stevens there on that low side, you're there on the high side, she somehow finds a drop off with a wrap, yeah, Russell might lay too. Or maybe not because the separation, the space between them is kind of awkward. But you definitely don't want to give this up, especially when it's Kels. JC's top locking, not on the clock, so no pin. Kate tries to create separation with a push off. You look to fade it, but nothing. So now Lex, I'm going to look that off. And then it's going to be DHO for Kels, activate her. Guard to guard, they switch? They do. Cloud kind of gets caught on that step right there. Because Kels on the hop, she could look to go backdoor, or she could look for the handoff. And now she's caught in between. Sloop, she's there, escorts, but now she's caught out of position. And now she's exposing that high left. Now Kels, she's going to turn the corner clean. She is. Sloop somehow recovers though. Actually cuts off that drive, surprisingly. And now pound, tween. I'm stepping back and pulling three. Wow. And this is awkward too because Kate's right there. Let me see. So after the pin, Kate, she just holds that wing. And then Russell, she fills out to the corner. That's awkward. I think she could just sit dunker. Kate, fill down to the deep corner. Because now there's really no space. But Kelsey was able to just make this tough shot. And Sloop couldn't even contest. Because right here, after she absorbs that drive, she's stuck in mud. Kind of wobbles. And then she can't even set her feet to close. Jeez. It's going to be Cloud. 14 on the clock. She probably got cut off here, right? And Milla's also there. She's flooding. And then Russell. She knows it. Let me flare Lex. It's kind of awkward because Kate, she's up top. But she still does flare into space. That's fine. One dribble. Hezzy. Cross. Let me drive the side. Get base. Beat you. Big bump. Big bump. You're there. And I'm still laying that. That was nice too. Retreat dribble. Hang. Cross. Cloud. I'm there. I'm sliding with you. She gets beat here. But she's still sliding. And then Kels, she's able to tiptoe, stay balanced, bump, and then somehow just finds a space to go up here. Because Stevens, she cuts off the reverse here. Good job helping in. You don't have to respect Hines Allen just filling the corner. But then she just still somehow bump, and then finds that angle to lay on the strong side. Damn. Russell, we're going uphill pitch to Kels. Why is she wide open? What? Alright, let me just pull three. Hold on. So she touches shallow paint, uphill. Bantam, she's communicating. Yo, somebody's got to pick up Kels. JC, is that her matchup? Maybe, but she's looking to break to Soph because she's calling for the rock. Williams. She's pointing to Kels. Yo, somebody pick her up. So is Bantam. And then Cloud. She's pointing to Soph. And then that forces Koulibaly. No one's matching up with her? Alright, I got to rotate out. But it's late. Where's the fifth fever? Left quad? Yeah, I could see the shoe. And I'm going to assume it's Kate, right? She's not in frame. So the Sky didn't have numbers, but they couldn't get matched up. 10 on the clock. They've got 3 in the paint. Koulibaly's on the rock. Williams is matched up with Hines. What is Cloud doing here? And why is she not rotating? Why is she communicating a rotation? When she should be the one rotating out to Kels. Because Williams will just stay with hers. You get pushed out. But you want to stay low for some reason? And now you've got Williams. She's floating in no man's land. Koulibaly. She's forced to rotate out. Banham. If that is Kate, then she's not looking to leave Kate's body, because if she's forced to rotate across, easy reversal, and now Kate's wide open. And now she's communicating. Yo, what are we doing? That's bad. Look at Koulibaly. What are we doing? This is crazy. Again, just denying any chance of an away for Kels. Look at Cloud just top blocking that. But most times they do flow into this chase double drag. Now Kate, she makes the entry. She can chase it. No, she's actually going to dive. Because Dejanay, she's denying. And then Kate, she feels it. Alright, I'll just dive. Slight push off. Get off me. And then Cloud. She's attached here, sees it. I'm going to detach. Catch a dive. But now you got 2. I can see it. Now Kels, she'll slip. Get the pitch. Catch, pull. Tracy. Now they're getting to these high splits. What do you do now? You got the post split, the low split, the high split, causing more confusion on the coverage. Cloud, she's thinking, you're beat, Dejanay, I'll catch. And then she sees it late. Oh, U-turn, tries to veer that. But she can't diverge. Williams. She sees it. Decides not to jump out. Hopes Dejanay can recover. But she can't. And look at Kate. Yeah. Cross match. 20 on the clock. Yeah, this is done. If you've got Sloot on the rock, don't do anything but fry her. Give Kels this clear side. And I can actually see Williams and Cloud, they know what's going to happen. And that's why they're in the gaps early. And now she's loading right below the elbow, right below that nail. Cloud, she's already pulled in the lane, just in case Kels drives aside and gets base. But Sloot, she's sitting on that low side, so she's kind of forcing her middle. Tween, Hezi, get downhill. Good job by Williams. Hold the spot, because now you deter it, and you don't really have to respect Hines Allen on the trail, even though she's looking for that flare. Pound, get off my body, step back, pull 3. And this is why it's the whoever offense, if you've got Sloot matched up with them. Don't do anything, but go straight to ones. Pound, get off me, stuck in mud. Sent her right to Williams. And look at all that separation. And Dejanay, she peeks, gets greeted by that flare. She's not even thinking she could switch here. If she does, Kels would read it. You skip, hit K opposite. Now she's wide open.